Hello, people of the interwebs. How are all you this fine summer afternoon? About to get drunk. Be safe. Did I hear about the Han Solo film? I did. It lost both its directors, which is really scary that it would lose both its directors right before it's done filming. How am I doing today? How am I doing today? I am doing Quizzo. I was supposed to have a Facepalm Sunday up this Sunday, and my camera, my DSLR that I had, my microphone didn't pick it up. I mean, it did pick it up, but there was like really, really loud background noise. I think my mic, like my DSLR microphone in my Canon T3i, which is an old camera, is going out, and I just can't pick up audio with it. And so I scrapped. I was too upset to refilm it. And it was actually originally going to be a response to Riley J. Dennis, but so I'm doing a live stream now. It's because I don't want to refilm the thing and take all the time to edit it. So yes, welcome to Facepalm Wednesday, the segment on the internet where we respond to, well, videos on the internet. I fucked up again. I don't know. It's not really a fuck up though. It's outside my control if my camera's going out. Dude, my Canon T3i, I have probably filmed at least 1,200 of my videos with this thing. I've had it since like 2010. It's old. It's heavy too, dude. I need to get a new DSLR. Any donations made through this will be read at the very end of the stream, by the way. I'm also going to be going through my Patreon, because I owe Patreon Spotlight some time in my video. Since I'm a month behind on that. Is that vodka? No, I'm drinking water. Anyways, guys, let's get into this shit. As I just mentioned, this video was supposed to be up on Sunday, and it was actually pre-recorded, but things happen when you film, so... Audio check before we start here. How's the audio? Is it crisp? Is it clear? Is it not too loud? Clean that filthy carpet. This carpet is fairly clean. There's a spot over there. I don't know if you can actually see it through the webcam, but... I need to carpet clean this bedroom anyway. Alright, everybody's saying it's good. Good to hear. Alright, so let's go to this bitch's channel. You know, actually, no, before we start, I think it's important that all too often people say that you can't make fun of someone and critique them. And I say that's bullshit. Like, yes, I realize if you're going to make a response to somebody, if you want them to hear what you have to say, making fun of their appearance is not the most professional way to go about doing it. But guess what? I'm not somebody who typically does that. Like, even if I respond to somebody who looks silly or is being really stupid, I typically don't perform ad hominem attacks by attacking their appearance. I don't. That's just usually not me. However, this person angers me so much that I think it's okay for me or anybody really to make fun of someone's appearance. I don't think it negates any points or criticisms that you have towards somebody. I mean, it may make them, it will make them not want to listen to what you have to say if you're insulting their appearance. I get that. But at this point, I think this person is so delusional that anything I said or anyone, well, anybody, any response, whether it be Blair White, anyone, nothing's gonna get through this person's head. This person lives in a cult mentality, and at that point, I see it fine to make fun of someone's appearance. It may be an ad hominem, but I'm not making an argument. I'm just making fun of how silly they look because they have silly opinions. So I don't know. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. I think you can critique and you can make fun of people. I don't know. A lot of people seem to think that when I make fun of somebody's appearance, it takes away from what I'm having to try to say, and I can see that. But I at the same time, I don't really care either. Like if me making fun of someone's appearance that I find funny, if it takes away my point, oh well. After all, if I'm being really honest with myself, I don't make these responses to try to convince them of anything because I know that it's not going to make any difference. I put out videos for entertainment purposes for the most part, and I know that. Again, all donations will be read at the end of this stream. But let's get into here. I just wanted to preface this stream with that. Oh, more sex toys for trans lesbians. Awesome. No, thank you. Wait, hold on a second. More sex toys for trans lesbians. So, if you have a dick, what? I don't understand the sex toys for trans lesbians. That's just confusing. I'm not even gonna ask.
Hi there.
All right, but here we go, folks. Get your ears on. God, this person pisses me off. Exactly. Trans sex toys are normal sex toys. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like a butt plug that you can use that on a guy, you can use that on a girl. Dildos, guy, girl. Like I don't know what a transgender sex toy is. Is it like a toy that has like a butt plug and like a penis ring capsule that like you put it in your butt? No, that's still you can do that as a guy. Like I don't know. It's confusing. The whole concept doesn't make any sense to me. But here we go, folks.
Hi there! Are you tired of being called a racist, a misogynist, a white supremacist, a Nazi, a homophobe, and a transphobe?
No, I'm not, actually. I don't mind being called a Nazi. I don't mind being called sexist. I don't mind being called racist, because I know I'm not those things on a personal, individual level. And I feel like those words don't mean anything anymore. I think we've gotten to a point that, at least the people who watch me, we can agree on this one thing, is that racism, sexism, misogyny, Nazi, these words don't have any merit to them. They have no strength. They have no meaning behind them. There's no contextualized definition of what these words mean anymore. We have downplayed these words, even words like rape. We've downplayed these words to be absolutely meaningless. And that's a shame, personally, that we now use words like rape to define somebody simply looking at somebody. There are people who think like that. People who, if you don't agree with them, you're racist. If you don't agree with their ideologies on whatever that be, you're a misogynist. It takes away from people who actually are those things, because there are real racist assholes out there. There are real sexists out there. There are real misogynists. There's real white supremacists out there. They exist. And it's sad to me that we've gotten to this point where white supremacy isn't even white supremacy anymore. It's literally, I don't agree with you, you're this, you label this person this way, and that's that. It blows my mind. It's frustrating. So, do I hate being called all these things? No, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all, because I know that I'm not like that at all. I would never think that way. I would never act that way towards people. I mean, racism really meant racism at one point. There are racist people out there, man. And it just downgrades what real racism is when you start labeling terms and using words that don't apply where they deserve to be applied. I think most people can agree with that. Hopefully.
then you need to learn how to be a politically correct bigot. You see, the days of being able to shout racist and sexist slurs from the rooftops are over. People...
Really? We do that? Yeah, I just sit in, like, when I go to Seattle, I sit on the rooftops, and any bitch I see walk down the street, I'm like, you fucking cunt. I just scream off the rooftops, you fucking cunt! All the way down. I don't really see people screaming out sexist slurs that much less racist slurs that much. I mean, it happens, but it's not often.
People are too politically correct now. It's like for some reason people don't like blatant hatred being spewed everywhere.
Can we agree that it's not hatred? Like, these people, again, same what I just said, people use hate to describe stuff. I've been told by so many people that I speak hate speech here on this channel. That a lot of my videos are hate speech. Especially my videos where I've tackled Islam. I think that's like one of the biggest things I've been accused of, is being racist, and Islamophobe, and racist because I've critiqued Islam. And it's just not the case. I think Islam is like the one thing where if you talk about it, you get labeled everything. Like, even if you're not attacking an individual in Islam, if you mention the religion in any negative way, criticism-wise, you're doomed. You're every label in the book. Hatred. I don't really, again, I've said this before, I don't really even believe hate speech. To an extent, I believe you can be hateful, but hate speech, I don't know if I really believe in it, you know? Because even if it's something that it's repulsive and you don't like, it still, for the most part, falls under free speech. Unless you're threatening to harm somebody. Unless you're threatening to harm somebody, then I can see it being hate speech. But unless even if you're vocalizing something that's drastically, you know, controversial in terms of your stance on an issue, I don't consider it hate speech. As much as as fucked up as it may be. Like, the fucking pedophile girl, you know? That Jen girl I responded to, what she said wasn't hate speech. It was fucked up. Her defending, you know, adults having sex with children. But it's free speech. She has a right to say that. And I'll defend her right to be able to voice that, as fucked up as it may be. And I think more people need to be able to defend people who say things they don't agree with for free speech.
I don't get it. But anyway, because of this new climate of tolerance and acceptance, you have to be more careful with your words if you happen to be a skeptical, rational, free-thinking, patriotic American like me.
Ugh. Her sarcasm. This whole video is very sarcastic, obviously. And I know that. But can you imagine Riley running through the fields of Iraq with a fucking M16? I bet he couldn't even hold a fucking full rifle with how heavy it is. I think somebody just knocked on my door. 1 second. My package is here. My package is here. My package is here. I bought a new camera tripod. I bought a new camera tripod that tilts insane tilting, so I can do some cool camera shots in my upcoming stuff. I forgot what I was saying. Something about being a patriotic American.
Don't worry though, I've got your back. Here's how you can learn to be a politically correct bigot. Number 1, don't call black people the N-word, just call them thugs.
Don't call people the N-word, just call them thugs. You realize that the word thug is like not just black people, right? my grandpa refers to white people as thugs all the fucking time. And I've voiced this before on my channel. I don't see an issue with saying the word nigger if it is in the proper context in which you're talking about, let's just say, history or something like that. Like, I don't believe we should take that word out of Huckleberry Finn or all these old, old books and things like that and censor the word. I think when you're discussing linguistics or ebonics, for that example, that you can say those things. I don't see an issue with that. I don't believe people should go around calling people the N-word publicly, like at hard R, just, degrading them or attacking them. Of course not. It's all about context with the word. Completely about context. Okay. What is wrong with calling a black person a thug? It's just, a thug is just a term for a criminal, right? And again, thug, I've called people thugs who were white. I've used that term before. My own grandparents have used that term before. Like, it's not, thug is basically like a euphemism, I said the word wrong, you know what I'm trying to say, of the word criminal. It sounds less harsh, in my opinion, saying thug versus criminal versus saying the word nigger. I mean, it's like you can't please these people with no, even if you change the definition of a word to mean less of something or less intimidating or less, a thug is a criminal. That's it. I don't see the issue.
We all know that white people should be allowed to say the N-word, but in today's political climate, you just can't. Too many triggered snowflakes out there. So instead, just call them thugs. It's just as racist on the inside, but sounds less racist on the outside.
No, it's not. How is saying thugs? Anybody can be a fucking criminal. Do you not know that? A pedophile can be an Asian man. A pedophile can be a black man. A pedophile can be a woman. It can be anything. That makes them a criminal. Anybody can fucking deal drugs. Anybody can do criminal acts. It's not just fucking limited to black people. You're the person putting the label on the word thugs. When I think of a thug, I think of a criminal. I don't think of skin color. I don't. Like, I didn't grow up associating words with skin color. I never did that.
Number 2, instead of saying that you hate people of color, just say that you support national security. The trick here is that nobody can disagree with wanting national security, so anyone who criticizes you will look like an asshole. Then,
are you kidding me? Okay, well, let's rewind that again. I want to
people of color, just say that you support.
Instead of saying that you hate people of color, just say that you support national security. How can you even compare those two things? Do you know how important national security? So if you don't care about national security, I think a lot of people care about national security. Do you know why we have national security in place? Saying that you hate people of color and disguise it as a national security. No, I don't hate people of color. National security is important. And I don't have an issue with the travel ban that we put in place to protect our citizens. I mean, look at fucking Sweden right now. Is it Sweden? Is Sweden the place where they're accepting all the people and there's like going around raping migrants or raping other people? I think it is Sweden. Look at the UK. They have fucking open borders. The UK is riddled with all these terrorist attacks recently. I mean, wasn't it the big concert? They had a big old explosion there, killed a bunch of different people and children. Like, you want to talk about national security? We have these things set in place so people don't come into our country illegally. You know, it was only 2 weeks ago on the Ron and Don show in Seattle, they were talking about, this guy was up at Washington University, right? And they were attending a workshop, and this woman stands up, and it's all about immigration, right? And she says publicly to everybody around that she is an undocumented citizen. In other words, she's in our country illegally with no documentation whatsoever. And these fucking crazy-ass liberals just glorify. They're like, yeah! Yeah! Good job! Good job for being in the country illegally without any documents. No, I don't want those people. I have nothing against people with different skin colors coming into our country if they do it legally. There's nothing wrong with that. And if they do come into our country illegally, start stealing our tax dollars and taking our jobs, I guess they're thugs, right? I just can't believe that saying that you hate people of color is like masking national security. No, not at all. Not for me anyway.
Support national security. The trick here is that nobody can disagree with wanting national security. So
no, nobody should disagree with that because national security is important. I haven't heard a lot of people be against national security. There's not a lot of people that I've heard against that.
Anyone who criticizes you will look like an asshole. Then you can build a huge wall on the southern border and ban people from the Middle East and say it's for national security, even though those things won't actually make us any safer.
How would you know? Have you ever been to an Islamic country? Where I have. How would you know what makes us safer? Look at your bedroom. You're in a little safe little circle right now. Fucking if you walked one day in fucking Afghanistan, they'd fucking cut off your dick and shove it in your goddamn throat for the type of person you are and what you represent. You're privileged here, Riley, in the US. It's absolutely fucking insane. The travel ban thing already happened and is done and is gone away with. Why are you bringing it up now?
The important part is they look like they'll make us safer and they'll keep people of color out. It's a win-win. Number 3, if you want to lead a harassment campaign against someone, make sure that you display a disclaimer saying that you don't condone harassment. You see, an old
I think she's trying to reference burying here, I don't know. But here's the thing. This harassment campaign shit, one of the reasons I link people's videos in my description when I respond to them, with the exception of this video that I'm responding here, because I normally don't do it in live streams, is I want people to know that I'm not trying to take people out of context. I do it for like journalistic reasons, even though I'm not a journalist. I link people's stuff, and I've never, ever put a disclaimer in any of my videos saying don't harass this person, but I publicly have said this hundreds of times in my videos that I don't support people going on a harassing campaign. But even then, that doesn't do anything. These people, nothing can please these people because you see old-fashioned
harassment campaign is seen as offensive nowadays. Something about bullying marginalized people or some shit like that. So instead of telling people what you're doing, just do all of the same things, but don't say that you're doing it. Essentially, you want to make it easy for your hundreds of thousands of followers to go harass someone by giving them all the information they need, but not actually directly telling them to do it.
So, okay, so by me responding to a video that you publicly put on the fucking internet and I respond to that, I'm giving them the information they need? No. You're giving them the information they need to fucking come and dislike your video and write stupid-ass fucking comments on it because you say stupid, idiotic shit. Jesus Christ. Like, this Riley has reached the point that even if you knowingly say something like, don't do this, I'm against that, she will still say that you support it because your followers did something or someone watched you. By her own logic, then she's guilty of people who watch her coming to my channel and writing comments on my videos calling me all sorts of crazy things like transphobic and sexist and racist. I know I've had people come off of her channel onto mine and I see those comments, but guess what? I don't talk about me being harassed because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if someone calls me a name. And even if someone does harass me, I don't give, unless they're doing something personally in my, like, personal life, affecting me in some way, it means nothing to me what fucking people say on the internet. And again, I'll say this again, I do not support people going on, harassing, sending death threats, doxing people's personal information. I've always been against that, because I've had it happen to me. I've had to change my goddamn fucking phone number 4 fucking times. since I've done fucking YouTube. Because someone got it, someone released it, I've had my credit cards hacked by someone who watches me on fucking YouTube. They sent me an email bragging about it. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. You do you. It's fucked up. But I don't make big deals about it. I don't make videos about every time someone fucking gets my number or actually harasses me.
If you make it easy enough for them, they'll do it whether you tell them to or not. And
exactly. They're gonna do it whether I tell them to do it or not. That's the thing. Like, I make a video and I could be the kindest, nicest, most sensitive, compassionate person in a response to Riley here. Okay? I could be a fucking angel and patient and kind and loving. But that wouldn't make any difference. There's still gonna be people watching this stream right now who are just gonna go over there and do their keyboard shit and say, like, put a gun to your head, blow your brains out, or something like that. It's just gonna happen. Whether I fucking make a response or not. I can't control what other fucking people do. And guess what? If I could, I still wouldn't, because it's not my place. The people who write and watch streams or on YouTube, they're accountable for what they say, what they do. Not me. And I've never, ever, ever, out of 1,300 videos, ever told people to go out and harass anybody, to take somebody's video down, to DMCA, to do whatever.
this way, you can avoid any responsibility. It's like putting a really tasty treat in front of a hungry dog and then telling the dog that it shouldn't eat the treat.
Well, guess what? Train your fucking dog not to eat the treat. Guess what? I can bring my dog right on fucking camera right here and I can show you what a good little fucking bitch she is. You want to see it right now, Riley? It's not, I don't need to put a treat in front of my dog and then have the dog eat you're, all right, fucking let's do it. I'll be right back. Let me go get a dog treat. I'll show you. Fuck you, bitch. I have a trained dog. See, this is a beef stick, beef chunk thing for dogs, right? Come here. Can you sit? Stay. And you have to wonder, how long is she gonna sit here with... How long is she gonna sit here? Huh? Just gonna sit in front of me for what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? I mean, she eats it now, because I walked away. But, that's the point. She's not gonna eat it in front of me. Because she's trained. Every morning, I put my two dogs in front of their bowl, and I let them sit there for about 60 seconds before I let them eat their food. And guess what? She's 13 years old. So maybe children just fucking train your dog. It's still gonna do it, but then it's not your fault because you told it not to. Oh my god.
It's still gonna do it, but then it's not your fault because you told it not to. Number 4, don't call people feminazis, just call them feminist extremists. Back in the day, feminazi was a perfectly good insult. You could dismiss the arguments of any annoying feminist with just one word.
I never did this, though. I never did this. I don't think people... You can't dismiss an argument by just using one word anyway. I never did this.
But now, thanks to PC culture, we have to use 2 words. Feminist extremists.
So... what's wrong with using feminist extremists if they believe extremist things? I don't see an issue with calling someone a feminist extremist if they are that. I don't think every feminist is an extremist. I'm actually not against people who even believe in feminism. But I'm against people like this woman, or man, or horse. I don't know what she is. Half-breed alien? Fuck, I don't know.
Still, Still, it's a good way to ignore the concerns of anyone who criticizes you, so I highly recommend using it. Number 5, instead of saying that you hate trans people, just say that you wouldn't date them. Thanks to all the liberal leftist. Instead of saying that you hate trans people, just say that you wouldn't date them.
Are you fucking kidding me? You dumb cunt. Holy... Instead of saying that you hate trans people, just say you wouldn't date them. I don't need to date someone with a penis. I don't. There are people, if I don't want to date somebody, I don't want to date someone. It doesn't mean that I'm transphobic. Maybe I don't want to stick my dick in a chopped off dick flushed into mutilated vagina that's not a real vagina. Maybe I just don't want that. That sounds funny when I think about it. We're back to this stupid thing. If you don't want to date somebody, that you're transphobic. And this is just not true. Every person has different preferences. I've never dated a black girl. Does that mean that I'm racist? Am I against dating a black girl? No. But I would say that the majority of them I probably wouldn't date, because unless their personality and preference is like the type of personality that I'm looking for, I just wouldn't. Same with fucking Asians. It's nothing to do with them being Asian, they're not my preference. Does that mean that I'm racist against Asians? Does that mean that I would never date an Asian? Of course not. No, I'm open to it. Would I ever date somebody who's trans? Who's actually went through the biological procedure of removing their penis and genitals and balls? The answer is maybe. I'm saying it here, I don't know. I'm very open with shit. Obviously, if I was to date somebody who was trans and did not have a penis and balls, I don't really see an issue with it. But again, there's certain preferences have to fall in line with me being able to date somebody who is trans. I'd have to be physically attracted to them. I'd have to like their personality. It's a possibility, but the likeness of that happening is probably no. But then the thing is I don't even know if a man turns into a woman. I don't even know if, like, can I stick my dick in their pussy? I don't know. I don't know what that would even be like to have sex with somebody who's trans, who's been through the biological transition of it. And I'm sorry if I'm saying the wrong terms here to sound really disrespectful. I don't know all the jargon for this fucking trans op shit. I don't know. But I'm open to anything. But the likeness of me finding somebody who is trans attractive, other than probably Blair White, is next to zero. Because I think of all the trans people I've seen in my entire life, the only relatively attractive person is Blair White. Hands down. And I can confidently say that.
Thanks to all the liberal, leftist, communist transgenders out there, it's now not okay to hate someone just because they're trans. That's ridiculous. You know it, I know it, we both know it. So to
No, we don't know it.
get around this, just say you would never date a trans person. It's a good way of getting your message across without explicitly saying it. Plus, if anyone criticizes you, you can just call them a rapist and claim that they're trying to force you to have sex with a transgender person.
Isn't that kind of what you've said? Didn't your girlfriend, Fat Piggy McGee, Fiona, the, vegetarian fat Australian? You usually don't hear vegetarian and fat in the same word, but didn't she make a video recently on preferences and how she basically says, I'm not telling you who to have sex with, but if you're not willing to have sex with somebody who's trans, then you're transphobic? I'm pretty sure she did. You're a fat vegetarian, says Cave Troll. Oh, I'm sorry. When I think of a vegetarian, I think of someone who's usually not fat, but...
Because remember, implicit bias is fake news. Number 6, don't call yourself a white supremacist. Just say that racism doesn't exist and that...
Okay, who says racism doesn't exist? I don't really know of anybody who's ever said racism doesn't exist at all. Don't call yourself a white supremacist, just say that racism doesn't exist. I don't know who's saying that. I don't know who's next to Riley in bed telling her, racism doesn't exist. racism doesn't exist. Like that has to be happening or something. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know anybody. I've never met anybody who claims that racism doesn't exist to any degree. Even racists don't say that. Yeah, probably.
People of color are ruining our country. White supremacist has all sorts of negative connotations now. White nationalist is sometimes okay, but not always. The easiest way around this is just to say that you have white pride and to complain about reverse racism and white genocide.
Well, reverse racism does exist. I fucked that up. Reverse racism doesn't exist, okay? I don't like the term reverse racism. It's just called racism. Racism, that's it. That's it. Racism. Blacks can be racist. Asians can be racist. Latinas can be racist. Big booty bitches can be racist. White girl fucking Starbucks bitches can be racist. Dogs can be fucking racist. I actually know dogs can't because they're colorblind. But you know what I'm saying. Any person, no matter your marginalized group, no matter your ethnicity, can be racist. Okay? Racism holds no bounds for who can be it. Well, you know, actually, racism exists in humans towards animals because black dogs are hardly, at dog shelters, are hardly ever picked up. Why do you think I have 2 black dogs? Because I love my little black bitches. I love them to death. They're my little fur balls. I love them to death. But I like black dogs, and my first dog was a black dog, because they are less picked. Because when you see a black dog, you think aggressiveness. That's a really common misconception with animals, that if you see a black animal, a black dog, they're automatically aggressive. That's not the case at all. But yes, I don't believe in reverse racism. It's just called racism. Can we stop, like, making up words to describe things that don't exist? Anybody can be racist. And I will always believe that. Like, I'm a strong believer in that anybody can be racist towards anybody.
Talk about the evils of multiculturalism, laugh about the people of color who will die because of environmental racism, and yell at people when they don't speak English. But if anyone calls you a white supremacist, you deny it. The label might fit, but it's not politically correct. Number 7.
Yeah, I will deny that I'm a white supremacist, because guess what? I am not better than any fucking black person who watches me. I'm not better than any fucking Asian. We're all equal. If you're a minority, if you're in a marginalized group, we're all equal. I see people as equals. I always have. And, you know, that's one of the things that I am kind of proud that I grew up in a family, although it was Southern Baptist. I'm glad that my parents taught me to treat people equally. With the exception of gay people. But that's changed. Yeah. And what is environmental racism, by the way? I don't know. The word environmental racism just kind of makes me roll my eyes. Like the environment's secretly, all white people are secretly environmentally racist towards anybody with different skin color. That's the first thing that comes into my mind.
Instead of saying you support the alt-right, say that you're a centrist who just wants to hear both sides. This one's easy. People love centrists, even though it's a logical fallacy to claim that the 2 extremes are bad and the center is good. It's called an argument to moderation, look it up. But if you say you're a centrist, nobody can say that you're actually alt-right. And then all you have to do is ignore the left and constantly give a platform to the right. Make sure you challenge the left on all their ideas, but allow the alt-right to speak freely. It's genius, really. Say that you support free speech and hearing out both sides. People love that shit, and they won't even see how it works to empower the alt-right.
Oh, yeah. You know, wanting to have an equal conversation empowers the alt-right. I'm really naive when it comes to, like, the political, like, centrist and all these different political, you know, positions and shit. I'm very naive when it comes to it. That's why I don't really talk about it much. But I'm an egalitarian. I always have been. There's crazy liberals. There's crazy people who are conservatives. I surprisingly haven't been accused of being alt-right yet. Although, if we're really going to be honest, I probably have more conservative values than most people think that I do.
And that, my friends, is how you can be a politically correct bigot. I hope this advice was helpful for you, and if you appreciate it, then please press that thumbs down button. I know it seems counterintuitive, but a thumbs down is the politically correct thumbs up. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.
Disliked. Oh, this outro music. Well, that was cancerous. Ugh! That was horrible. Man, I wish I had my preloaded video, dude. I would have been able to... It's so much harder to respond to things. I like responding to things live, but I feel like I am able to communicate what I'm trying to say so much better when I actually pre-record. But, that was my response on how to be a politically correct bigot by Riley J. Dennis. Alright, time to go through the super chat. Amelia Nielsen, 20... NOK, N-O-K, I don't know what currency that is. What kind of welding do you use? MIG, TIG, or MAG? Right now I'm doing MIG and TIG. Sheeny Donut, $4. Repzion, can pass for a 30-year-old lesbian? Could I actually pass for a 30-year-old lesbian? Ah, thank you, my friend. Did not know. Samford Magnus, Riley J. Dennis makes me want to vomit with his/her stupidity. Well, if you want to vomit, just vomit on her. Another $5 donation from Sheeny Donut. The on-hole has arrived. Sergeant Buck, it's Officer Hanson here to ask about the lollies. Jessa Kid That Rants donated $2. A new tripod is coming today for me too. Yeah, I bought a name brand tripod with my Patreon, money. Thank you guys for supporting me on Patreon. I bought the tripod, and it can tilt like a full 90-degree angle and a full like directly down and up, which is amazing. Sam the Great, what do you think of people with disability? What do I think of people with disability? Kill them all. Let evolution do the work. No. I don't see anything wrong with people with disability. I have a problem with people who abuse disability and who fucking apply for disability when they don't actually have a disability, because I've known people in my personal life who've actually applied for disability when they don't have anything actually physically wrong with them, and then they get a disability check, and then I get really fucking mad because they steal money! Sam the Great, after you roast her, roast my videos because they're cringe. I'm not gonna do that, Sam the Great. Thank you for the $5 super chat, though. Ocean Babe 3, just wanted to give my support, say bagels. Thank you, Ocean Babe 3. Bagels. Nothing like a good bagel with cream cheese. Luke Blight, donated $5. 968 likes versus 7,000 dislikes. Riley has 736% more dislikes than likes. You, Luke, are a very smart man to know the exact percentage of that. Space Truckin'. Thank you for the $1. Space Truckin', who the fuck are you? You're a mod in my fucking chat, and I don't even know who you are. Did you change your YouTube name or something? Alright, I'm gonna sit here for the next 10 minutes and answer any questions you guys have, directly from any super chats or anything like that. And then I'm gonna head off for today. Also, expand this description and go to my Discord. Join my Discord. Everybody who's watching, Discord is a free voice application. It's linked below in the description of this video. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I hope it is. Join my Discord. Got special perks in there. Do I like catfish? As in, like, the eating catfish? I don't think I've ever eaten catfish. Check out Riley's Twitter. I can't check out her Twitter. I'm sorry. Because I'm blocked. I was blocked on her Twitter a long, long time ago, friendo. Are you in a relationship? No. Am I excited for Metro Exodus? Yes, the Metro Last Light series is probably one of my favorite game series of all time. It's in my top 5 for sure. Do I have any tips for advanced arc welding? I cannot help you there, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm only in welding 142, which is the second intermediate class. I'm not on to advanced arc welding yet. So I can't really give advice on something that I'm only my second quarter into. Sorry, man. Otherwise, I would. Waiting for some nipple action? Donate to me 20 bucks and I'll show you both my nipples on stream. What's my political party? I am an egalitarian. Egalitarian libertarian. How long does it take to get a welder's ticket? You mean a card that says you're an official welder? It usually takes, it's a 2-year trade degree. So. Do I think my channel is dying? Yeah, but I don't really care. Still gonna keep making videos. At least till the end of 2018. We'll see. We'll see where YouTube is in 2018. We'll see where my channel is at that point. Do I eat ass? I eat the booties like groceries. Eating ass is an expertise. How's my vegan diet going? I haven't started it yet. Actually, I'm going to try to do it the month of August. So. How tight is my pussy? Tighter than your fucking asshole, bitch. Chibi, creepypasta. You like Kingdom Hearts? If so, which one? The very first Kingdom Hearts. Though I am looking for, I pre-ordered, what's the newest one that's coming out? It's been, like, in development for, like, 4 or 5, no, longer than 4 years. It was announced at E3, like, 5 years ago. I can't even think of the name at the moment. What kind of girl you consider to be a good company? What? Lacey or Anita Sarkeesian? Lacey Green. I was supposed to meet Lacey Green at VidCon this week, but I was not able to attend VidCon. I had to cancel my VidCon trip because my dad's surgery. And I will know tomorrow if he has surgery, or if he has cancer or not. They found a double-sized walnut on his pancreas, which is evidence of supposedly pancreatic cancer. It's not confirmed yet, 100%. They did the surgery yesterday, and then they took a slice of... So he had a stent put into his esophagus because his bowel movements got completely clogged up for an entire fucking week, and he couldn't go to the bathroom and couldn't eat. So he had his surgery, they put it through there in his stomach, put like a little plastic thing up. Door knocked again. 1 second. All my packages are coming today. Woo! Anyway, they put a stent in his body, so he can be able to go poop again, because he was pooping out white, and he was peeing out blood, so. My dad's physical health has not been very good, but I'll know in less than 2 days now. 2 more days, and I'll know if it's cancer or not, so. I'm pretty positive about it, because I don't have any information, so there's no reason for me to be sad if he has cancer. because it hasn't been announced yet. Don't focus. Why the fuck be super sad if I don't know if he has cancer or not? Like, that just negative type of thinking just makes you fucking worse, you know? What am I studying in college? I am in welding. I am doing trade welding school. Sanford Magnus says, $2 super chat, say dicks for Harambra. You didn't even spell that right, dude. Harambri. That's how you spell it, Harambri. Oh, I edited all my, if people donate through the actual donate thing below, I changed what happens. I changed my alert system. Because this, people, why isn't, no, my donation bar isn't going up because there's two types of donations. There's super chat donations, which is separate from the donation link in the description. The donation link in the description of this video is not the same as super chat donations. They're two separate entities. So, like, if super chat goes directly into my AdSense, whereas anything that's donated directly through the link down below goes towards the donation goal and has photos and things pop up. That's the difference between the two. Where do I like to travel? Finland. Why Finland? Because I'm 30% Finland. I'm Finnish and Irish and German. That's why. Am I in love? Sadly, yes, I am. Movie Jimmy, thank you for the $1 donation. Chat is moving too fast. It is moving pretty damn fast. I look uncomfortable? I'm not. I'm just sitting here. I have a back support. That maybe looks like I'm like super stiff, but I have a back thing on here. That's why I'm sitting weird. I'm perfectly calm, man. What are my thoughts on Austin Jones? You mean the man who took advantage of all of his little fans and told his 14-year-old fangirls to spread their booty holes? If you're a real fan of mine, you're gonna spread that little booty hole nice, big, and wide. Ha 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 ha! What do I think of Austin Jones? He's a fucking pedophile fuckface. He's disgusting. And I was not joking, by the way. He literally wanted his young 14-year-old fans, he's like, if you're a true fan of me, you're spread your booty hole for me. Ugh. I've actually been thinking about making a video on him. I don't know, though, about making a video on Austin Jones. Do you speak anything other than English? I speak a little bit of American Sign Language because I took 3/4 of that. I can speak a little bit. I'm so rusty on it. If people really want me to make a video on Austin Jones, I will make a video on Austin Jones. But I have to see a massive amount of support for me to fucking do it because it's kind of already happened. All the news came out like a week and a half ago. Maybe I can make like I could make like a sketch comedy of Austin Jones. What not to do to fangirls. What's my Instagram? Darth Reptile. I tell people my Instagram all the time. It's Darth Reptile. I check my DMs all the time on there. Would I date a trans guy with a pussy? Dude, I've told people this before. I'm open to anything, but most likely I wouldn't, because I'm not attracted to people who are trans. I'm just not. And if there's no attraction, I would never fucking date them. Ever. And I'm not saying that because I'm superficial with looks. I'm saying that because there has to be a physical attraction there for me to date somebody, to want to be with somebody. If I'm not attracted to them, fuck it. I don't care what personality they have. Personality is important, but me being attracted to them is also important. If I don't have that, I have no interest in dating someone who's trans. But I'm open to anything, so. Anal or not. Anal's pretty awesome. I think anal is amazing. Any YouTubers that you would bang? I'm not going to answer that question. There is the word yes, but I'm not going to answer that publicly. How do we deal with Islam invading the West? Breed more pigs, serve more pork. Make sure that pigs are in every state around every mosque. Build a farmhouse across from every mosque in the US and just like have a farmhouse of pigs. That's how we get rid of Muslims. What type of headphones are these? These are this, what are these actually? Oh, Sennheiser 175 RS headset, wireless headphones. What are my thoughts on Joy Sparkle's BS? I'm not gonna go there. What microphone do I use? Audio-Technica AT4040. One of the best. Highly recommend this microphone. It's a bit pricey, but it's worth it. Alright, 3 more minutes, guys. You got 3 more minutes. I'm gonna end. It'll be exactly 1 hour stream. You know what? I also need to make a video on North Korea and them killing an American citizen and sending them back with brain damage. Another thing I need to do. Who are you in love with? Why? I'm not going to answer that question. And no, she does not do YouTube. You guys are assuming things. That's why I don't talk about relationships, is because once you mention one thing, people all want to know all the little juicy deets about whoever. I'm very private with that shit. It's been an hour, didn't feel that long? That's because you were having fun! You were being entertained! Chat. All right, so before I end, I want to go down the list. Allison Deck, Digitor, Anna Polisna, Samantha Morrison, Daniel Thomas, Justin Bird, Catherine Riley, Justin Crowder, Alex Blaze, Scott, Katie Landis, Jennifer Orts, Super, Ashley Adams, Judge, Magpie, Stephen Shaw, Giggy Curtis, Aya Baloo Citation, citation, creations, Casey Day, April Squittle, Suit Yourself, David Moore, Melon Cloy, Emma, Ian Gooston, Don Fisher, Zachary Rogers, Kaylee Bear, Brittany Greenwood, Vile Mahau, Emma Rittman, Christina Church, Carrie Lamba, Peapot, let's talk about that, Aiden Burrich, and Erwin Whitehouse. We're not done yet. Rose A, Claudia Schlantz, Harley, Jacob Crawford, thank you, Jay Valerie, Allery, Sarah Malpass, David Shebender, Positive Smash, Wolf Moore, Eleanor Westerfield, Jason Dorsey, Carrie Pritchett, Maximum Lafone, Ramon Hausini, Darlene Melvin, Soccer Sorcerer, Taurius Ramdan, Alexander Allen, Philip O'Neill, some Japanese squiggly line, I don't know your name, sorry, Sarah Barnack, Emilia Elor, Enders, Stephen, Devin Rapier, Darren Oren, Sophie O'Brien, James Jackson, Daniel Marquata, Jeremy T, holy shit, Katie, Art of Ghosty, Brian Ferher, Ruthian Handry, Joseph Ure, Jason Joseph, Exavor, Krista Ella, Holiday Sauce, Kazoom Fowler, Alexander, David Garcia, Me Bag, Steven Thomas, Sean Butts, Olivia Griffithid. Man, I feel so bad for saying all these names wrong. Zachary Hahn and Alata. Thank you all very much for your patrons. If you guys follow me on Patreon, you guys know that you have special little perks and that you guys are qualified for verbal shout-outs every single month. That was everybody on my Patreon list. My Patreon's linked down below. You get special perks in Discord if you're ever interested. Thank you guys for watching for the last hour. I will catch you guys later, probably on Friday or Saturday. Actually, no, maybe even Thursday. What's today? Today's Tuesday? No, today's Wednesday. Probably Friday or Saturday for a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. This video will be linked on my channel within probably the next hour and a half because the video has to process. Peace, guys.